Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's session with a focus on your guide to connecting, persuading, and inspiring every time you speak. Today, we'll explore how to master effective communication skills that can truly make a difference. We'll cover essential techniques to engage your audience, convey your message persuasively, and inspire action. Let's dive in and discover how you can become a more confident and impactful communicator. It's not just what you say, but how you say it that really drives a lasting impact on your audience. This highlights a crucial point. Your tone, body language, and delivery style matter just as much as the words themselves. In fact, communication is often considered the most valued skill in effective leaders worldwide. Leadership traits like clarity, confidence, and empathy are often demonstrated through strong communication skills. And when we look at professional success, a staggering 85% of it is attributed to how well we communicate. That's a huge part of why mastering communication is essential for leadership and career growth. Now, here's an interesting fact. According to UC Irvine, the average attention span before people start to lose focus is only about 47 seconds. This really underscores the importance of engaging and impactful communication. If you don't capture attention quickly, your message might be lost. So, in this chapter, The Foundation, we're going to explore how effective communication forms the core of leadership and success. Because understanding how to connect with your audience is fundamental to making a lasting impression. Great communicators know that barriers are inevitable, but what really sets them apart is their ability to anticipate these obstacles. These barriers can take many forms: emotional biases, cultural differences, or even environmental distractions. And the key is designing your message in a way that breaks through this noise. Think about emotional noise. Sometimes, the audience's feelings or preconceived notions can distort the message. Cultural differences can also be a barrier, causing misinterpretation or misunderstanding. And physical distractions, such as noise or busy environments, can interfere with how your message is received. All of these factors influence how the audience interprets what you're saying. That's why decoding, understanding how your message is received, is so critical. To do that effectively, you need to craft your message clearly and purposefully. This is where encoding comes in. It's about how you package your message so that it travels smoothly from you to your audience. Remember, every message has a journey, from the moment you send it to when the audience decodes it. At each stage, meaning can be gained or lost, so understanding this process is the first step to mastering communication. This understanding forms the foundation of effective communication, knowing how to navigate from sender to receiver, and it's essential for overcoming barriers and ensuring your message hits home. Let's take a closer look at some core principles that are essential for effective communication. First, correctness is key. Using accurate grammar and facts not only builds credibility, but also shows respect for your audience. Being respectful and positive helps foster a welcoming environment, encouraging open dialogue. Courtesy is equally important. Simple gestures like saying please and thank you can make a big difference. Using specific facts and examples makes your message more concrete and relatable. For instance, instead of vague statements, sharing real data or stories helps your audience connect and understand better. Concreteness and clarity go hand in hand. They ensure your message is simple, precise, and easy to follow. Always consider your audience's needs, what they care about, what questions they might have, so your message resonates. It's also important to be brief but comprehensive, providing all necessary information without overwhelming your audience. Conciseness helps keep your message focused and engaging. By adhering to these principles, you lay a strong foundation for powerful communication. Mastering them ensures your messages land with clarity and purpose, making your overall presentation more impactful. When crafting your message, remember that every message should have a clear purpose. Think about what change you want to inspire in your audience. For example, a manager rallying their team will approach communication differently than a consultant delivering a client presentation. It all comes down to defining your why. Before you even speak, ask yourself, What does my audience already know? What do they care about most? By understanding these points, you can adapt your language, choose relevant examples, and set the right tone. This is what separates good communicators from great ones. The key is to tailor every message to your specific audience and purpose. Knowing who you're speaking to and what you want to achieve is fundamental. This chapter emphasizes the core principles of effective communication. Always keep your audience in mind and be intentional with your message. To build credibility and confidence, it's essential to eliminate filler words like like, and you know from your speech. These fillers can undermine your authority and distract your audience. Instead, focus on speaking clearly and deliberately. Avoid using fillers altogether, and make a conscious effort to replace them with pauses. This not only makes you sound more confident, but also gives your audience time to absorb your message. Eye contact is crucial. It helps establish trust and keeps your audience engaged. Maintaining an open posture and using purposeful gestures also reinforce your message and project confidence. When delivering, vary your tone, pace, and volume to keep your speech dynamic and engaging. Strategic pauses are powerful. They create emphasis, build anticipation, and allow your audience to process key points. Remember, your voice and body language are a powerful duo. When combined intentionally, they significantly enhance your communication effectiveness. This mastery of delivery ties directly into the overall theme of becoming a more compelling and credible speaker. Let's talk about visuals for a moment. A common mistake is thinking that slides should just support your story visually. But in reality, visuals should never replace your narrative. They are there to amplify the emotions you're trying to convey, to reinforce your message, and to keep your audience engaged. Remember, your story is the core. Let that lead, and let your slides serve as a powerful complement. Now, as we wrap up, always aim to land with a clear call to action. This is your moment to guide your audience toward the next step, whether it's adopting an idea, taking a decision, or simply reflecting on what they've learned. A strong call to action leaves a lasting impression and moves your audience from understanding to action. Throughout your presentation, use emotional hooks and vivid examples to deliver your insights. Stories create memorable impressions. They're what make your message stick long after the conversation ends. Start by setting the scene with a relatable problem or tension that resonates with your audience. This builds connection and interest right from the beginning. And at the heart of it all, facts are important. They inform. But stories transform. They turn facts into meaningful, memorable messages. The best communicators weave storytelling into every message, making ideas resonate deeply and stay with their audience. So remember, storytelling makes your message memorable. It's the key to truly engaging and inspiring your audience. Handling questions and feedback is a crucial part of any presentation. Remember, tough questions aren't obstacles, they're actually opportunities. Opportunities to deepen the connection with your audience and to showcase your expertise. The key is how you respond. It often matters more than the answer itself. When you face tough questions, stay calm and clear. Take a moment if needed, thank the questioner for asking, and validate their perspective. This shows respect and keeps the conversation constructive. Then, guide the discussion thoughtfully, responding with empathy. Encourage dialogue by inviting further questions or clarifications. This engagement not only clarifies understanding, but also demonstrates your confidence and openness. So, in summary, prepare for these moments. Approach them with composure and confidence, and use them as an opportunity to connect more deeply with your audience. Let's talk about how to truly refine your presentation skills through practice. First, review your recordings to identify areas where you can improve your tone, packing, and body language. Each iteration is an opportunity to get closer to your ideal delivery. When recording yourself, it's helpful to format your notes for quick reference, focusing on key phrases and cues rather than writing out full scripts that might tempt you to read instead of engaging your audience. Using Smart Notes keeps your preparation efficient and focused. Next, practice in the actual setting whenever possible. Hearing your own voice and seeing yourself perform helps build muscle memory, making your delivery more natural and confident. Remember, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop through consistent practice. The world's best speakers rehearse relentlessly, so their delivery appears effortless. This process, rehearsing, refining, and practicing in real situations, is your secret weapon for effective communication. It's about turning preparation into a habit that boosts your confidence and helps you connect more authentically with your audience. You know, one of the biggest challenges in communication is the illusion that we've actually said what we intended to. As George Bernard Shaw famously said, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. It's so easy to assume that once we speak, our message is understood, but that's not always the case. The world truly needs your voice, so make every word count. Your message matters. Every time you speak, it's an opportunity to connect, influence, and inspire. To do that effectively, you have to commit to being present and truly connecting with your audience. It's about more than just talking. It's about engaging with empathy and clarity. When you lead with clarity and empathy, you close the gap between your intention and how it's received. Remember, effective communication isn't just about sharing ideas. It's about transforming those ideas into action. When your message resonates, it can inspire others to take meaningful steps forward. And so, your communication journey starts right now. Every conversation, every presentation is a chance to make an impact. So go ahead, embrace the power of your voice and make it count.